Mega Man 8, which was, you could say, it might be the worst classic Mega Man game I've ever played. So and I'm gonna show it. So yeah, game start. Phase 1, it has these really cringy anime cutscenes. I don't know what kind of maniac Capcom had for those, but these are quite clunky. So I'm gonna skip that, just for the intro stage. It was made on PlayStation 1. Oh yeah, but you could say that graphic style in certain sense has improved because, well, Mega Man doesn't take that huge piece of the screen as he did in Mega Man 7, so there's more space, but the other yell he makes when he shoots the charge attacks and all that, well, they really don't sell this game, you could say, really well. And of course the awful candy color color scheme also. Yeah, but the basic plot is simply just, yeah. Well, this kind of candy color scheme. Oh yeah, and there's a new weapon, the Mega Ball, that Mega Man can place and kick. And also there's a completely new move which in a sense feels quite unnecessary in Mega Man game. Swimming. Mega Man can swim. But then again, understanding that he's a humanoid robot and humans can swim, so it's not impossible to assume that he could be able to swim, even though being made of metal should make it it demand quite lots of energy from him to be able to swim. But you can say that the presentation in this game is quite good, but it was not perfect at all, mostly because of this. Well, it's not yet visible, but the graphical upgrade, there was, you could say, graphical styling upgrades, yes, more animation frames again, even more animation frames to the enemies and all that, meaning the game looks even better and all that. But this is from the classic series, this is the worst, and there's and quite understandable why the series went into hiatus for about 20 years after this one. Oh yeah, and actually no, about 15 years just. Yeah, and the boss. And of course, Mega Ball is the one which and it's a nice little detail that they added a numerical value to your special weapons when you use them, just to show that how many times you actually can still shoot them. Little detail, but it's a real shame that it wasn't in a better one. Yeah, once again he's free. And he's bald, and he's got long hair and big mustache.
Now the world is mine.
Yeah, he found something. But what I find a bit annoying is the fact that they've never made a good, complete, you could say, linkage between classic series and Mega Man X series. Oh yeah, but Dr. Wily is up to some schemes again. Oh yeah, and of course there was intro stage as well. And of course there was a chance to save the game, and once again it's 4 bosses to be chosen from, and I must say that they are one of the most obnoxious looking ever. But let's just start to go with this ugly bastard. If I remember right, tengus are some sort of bird-like demons in Japanese folklore. But yeah, there's wind, there's enemies. There are, and of course the fact that they were using PlayStation 1 means that they were able to put way more enemies into screen than before. So yeah, screen could have much more action than in previous platforms, which by itself is not bad at all. You might not say that it was not particularly necessary, but in a sense not bad either. Oh yeah, and now you got a chance to go with these kind of bubbles. And music, despite game itself being worst Mega Man series entry, is not bad. It has this fun sense, because well, the color scheme they got to this one, I must say that I really did not like it. The Mega Man 7 had already quite annoying, I'd say way too cheery color scheme, but this one has just worst. And then there's this kind of platform platformer phases that, yeah, so let's just bring more stuff, because well, as good as and basically not uncommon as these segments are, they really don't fit well into the Mega Man game. At least that's my opinion. Every stage seems to have some sort of weird gimmick. And yeah, say hello to... well, that's not beat. Or was it? That was beat. Oh yeah, beat. From Mega Man 5. Very, very, very potent bird. And yeah. And of course there was these kind of interruptions because they couldn't give they hadn't programmed it well to run really smoothly out from system, so there was quite unpleasant interruptions, and of course some things spewing smoke. So yeah, graphical styling definitely not of the stronger, I would say. Technically, perhaps the most impressive graphical styling of the classic series. I do not know about Mega Man 11, how that game's graphical styling works, because that's the way newer Mega Man game. And it got quite good reviews as well, even though it got also a bit of, you could say, what was the bit of unfriendly criticism from being quite short. And I was killed. I didn't even check what's it damage causer or anything like that. But I hope I might make it to the Robot Master. And if I don't, I can just use the challenge mode to a bit of cheat and show them that way. Because well, yeah, Mega Man has voice, and so have the Robot Masters, and they tend to be quite annoying. I don't know what kind of... Because I really don't know what kind of thinking they had, if they even was much of thinking. Yeah, just let the perils go by. There we are. Well, at least it's not one-hit kills for you. Oh yeah, but this is a mini-boss. Quite simplistically went down. Besides, why they would have just sent Otto to do all this job, because he seems to be much better equipped for all these kind of things. Well, except maybe he's not as adaptable. That's the basic planning idea what Dr. Light had in his mind when he went to build Mega Man. Adaptable and capable of independent thought. With a basically universal tool system which allows Mega Man to basically learn, use any tools or adapt with any work. Oh shit. Yeah, that wind is real peril.
Ready.
So yeah, platforming is not that easy in this one. So yeah, it's quite impossible to just with a jump push against. Yep. Yeah, by walking it's possible, but with the jump, impossible. Which I find to be quite cheap design choice. But now, time to face Tengu Man. Most likely be killed, because I'm very rusty about him.
It's just a kid. Don't make me laugh.
Just a kid. Just a kid is older than you in design, and what you are is because of this kid. Yeah, Tengu Man loves to fly around. Yeah, he shoots that kind of thing, and then he's gonna smack you down. And yeah, that's real annoying because it's quite hard to... Yeah, and he makes annoying sounds when he does the... What was it? But he went down.
It was regretful.
It was regretful because you were an old piece of shit, completely unremarkable. But yep, gather all the stuff and get out of this dodge. So yeah, it has fancy appearances, but not a good Mega Man game. They spent way too much time trying to make it flashy instead of making a really good one, because it's also a short one. Even for a Mega Man game scale, it's a real short one. So yeah, might have shown why this game is not so pleasant or not so great fun either, at least when compared to the original one, 8th classic style using ones.